like the first thing we stream on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna try to do is get a collaboration of different kind of artists and niggas in the city right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But niggas that we really fuck with, you know what I mean? And then I'm just gonna try to just you know, stream they insight on this shit, man. I'm tired of the Colorado movement not showing no love. It's time to show some love, you know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt. Alright, well, first off, you know what I'm saying? What's with it? It's your Uncle Big Bag interviewing DZB the Loco, the illest.
What's happening? Working up in this thing, you know, doing me.
Alright, well, first of all, this is my first question to you, DZB. Who is DZB? What do you represent?
Right now, DZB still trying to figure that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the most part of my life, I think I lived the identity and was being somebody that really wasn't me. And now that I done took reins of my own life, now I'm still trying to figure who the fuck is DZB? That's the good question. That might be the name of the next album. You know what I mean?
That's pretty cool. Alright, you know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying, you from Park Hill, and you know what I'm saying, you hang out with the riders and all that, but you know what I'm saying? Tell us something different about yourself. Let us hear something different.
Well, you know, everybody, you know, if you don't know me, you might see me in the streets and shit, you might think it's the same old regular nigga, but to me, I'm irregular. So like I step outside the box with the things I do with my whole life. Like I said, things didn't change until I decided that I was gonna do some different shit. I look around, I see what people are doing, good and bad, so I try to pick and choose what you know. I'm not saying I be trying to be a saint, but if it ain't about money, it ain't about nothing. So I don't be hanging, you know what I mean? I ain't got time for that now.
Alright, homie. Alright, check it out, man. Why don't you tell the people out there who your big influence is as far as musically, you know what I'm saying?
Well, of course, Uncle Bag, just because, I mean, that's been one of the coldest niggas that I've ever heard busting since I've been a little kid. I can sing some shit that he probably don't even remember back then. He probably remember, but you know what I mean? He probably don't know that I remember this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Word.
Really, I mean, you know, Tupac, I mean, shit like that. I was into shit like that, you know what I mean? I'm definitely into the underground movement, the Mexican arms, and, you know, the niggas do shit like that. I mean, the local rap, you gotta give credit to them dudes, you know what I mean? It's a lot of niggas that, you know what I mean, that's out here doing this, but, you know, I feel like I'm finna do it now, you know what I mean?
That's it, man. So, DZB, what you got out on the street right now, man? Plug some stuff.
Right now, man, I got, you know, we got an old album, The Dudes. I mean, it was hard to get. If you get a hold of it, or if you can burn it, let me get a copy.
That shit was a class.
I just dropped my solo little mixtape called DZB the Loco. Yeah, I mean, it was alright. Yeah,
Word, that shit was hot.
But I got some shit that's coming with Uncle Bag. It's an Uncle Bag and DZB collaboration.
Yeah.
We got another solo mixtape coming. I'm working on an album right now. So I got a lot of things I'm trying to do just to let these niggas know that I'm not playing. And I know you got to show the work. You can't talk about it. You got to be about it.
Yeah, that's it. Be about it, for real. Alright, DZB, you know what I'm saying? I know you, so I know most of the answers to these questions, but you come from kind of like a famous family in the streets and in the hood, you know what I mean? And your brother's one of the illest producers ever to touch any type of production machine, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you explain who your brother is, and you know what I'm saying? Kind of like y'all struggle through life and to become a producer and one of the illest MCs ever.
My brother, he's a man that's still lost. You know what I mean? But in his times, in his travels of being lost, what he did find himself is behind the keyboard. I mean, I think that's where his pride is at. That's where he holds his soul. You know what I mean? That's where his cojones is at. That's where that's where everything about him is at. He lets it out through that music. Well, I mean, we came from nothing. We had a mother that loved us, but she never really put us in a place where we could set goals. She never showed us what set goals was. Everything was wing it, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how we live life. And I mean, like right now, I think, you know, my brother's hungry. You know what I mean? He's trying to find a place in life, you know what I mean? He's a big nigga, so you know he can eat.
Word. Let's try to get a plate for that nigga for real. Alright, first of all, you know what I'm saying, DZB? I believe you got some of the hottest shit I done heard in the last 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying? I believe hip-hop has took a left turn when they should have took a right turn. How do you believe and what do you believe in the state of hip-hop right now, homie?
The state of hip-hop right now, I mean, you know, motherfuckers say hip-hop's dead. But really, it's not dead, it's wide open. It's looking for new blood right now. Yeah, I mean, everybody's trying to do the same thing. Somebody does something, or it used to be somebody do something, and then P. Diddy copied it, and you was known for that. You know what I mean? It was gonna happen. But now it's just like, it's so wide open and watered down. Everything is techno. Everything is radio play. I mean, it's hard to catch some shit right out the basement that, you know what I mean, that niggas is staying true to. Even with the young Jeezys and niggas like that, I mean, that niggas was latching on to. It's just like the more money you get, you know what I mean?
You turn into a weirdo. That's what I hear. Is the more money you get, the weirder you get, the skinnier your neck get. Jay-Z
is one of the, you gotta give Jay-Z credit though, because he always drops some street credible shit, you know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah.
Alright, DZB. You are one half of one of the illest groups called The Dudes. Okay? How do you feel about The Dudes? And explain the other half of The Dudes and just, you know what I'm saying, let us know about that stuff.
The Dudes are always have a special place in my heart for that, just because, I mean, really that kind of sparked the flame. I've always been musically like involved with, you know, rapping and shit, busting, beatboxing, beating on cans and shit, doing that kind of shit. But really, to really get off in the studio and kind of express myself, you know, I mean, that was the Dudes movement. My dude JB, he bought the studio and shit. It was all on him, and he just invited me into his world. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? But then, you know, I mean, people grow up. You know what I mean? And people grow apart. You know what I mean? That's still my dog. That's still my #1 ace, Boom Cooney. But you know what I mean? Right now, you know, I got to do my movement, and he doing his movement. You know what I mean? Shout out to the JB. What's happening?
That's it. That's it. All right. All right, we're going to wrap this up with the last question. You know what I'm saying? The last question is, explain the movement. You know what I'm saying? And we're just calling it that nowadays. It's just the movement.
Well, they say, I was watching the BET Awards, and they say that the movement is dead. But really, I mean, you really can't fuck the word movement is dead, because, I mean, I feel like I wasn't moving in this direction before this year. You know what I mean? So the movement is basically about flooding these streets, trying to let these niggas know that I'm tired of hearing whack shit. You know what I mean? You know, trying to let these niggas know that somebody gonna have to step their game up with one mixtape. You know, I mean, niggas was feeling like they had to kind of, you know what I mean, like, let's get on these reins. You know what I mean? I got niggas that don't rapping now. So the movement is just about trying to do something else. You know what I mean? Trying to say something that ain't been said, that you ain't heard my story. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So that's what the movement is about. I mean, even if the movement really only moves an inch, I feel good about it, just because I felt like I sparked my flame on the movement. You know what I mean?
That's it.
All right.
All right, man. We out.